As peace talks are being discussed, the battlefield is telling a very different story. Russia is issuing firm warnings to the West while launching coordinated advances across Sumy, Kharkov, Donetsk, and Zaporizhia. Tonight we break down the latest developments shaping the most critical phase of the conflict so far.
Woo!
Russia warns, ahead of Ukraine, peace talks, rejects any ultimatums. On February 2nd, Russia's Ministry of Foreign Affairs stated that the deployment of Western military units, facilities, storage sites, and other infrastructure in Ukraine is unacceptable to Moscow and would be regarded as external interference, posing a direct threat to Russia's national security. Moscow has repeatedly declared that it will not tolerate the presence of military personnel from Western countries on Ukrainian territory. The conflict enters a decisive phase. According to the Military Summary Channel, Russian Armed Forces (RFAF) are increasing pressure along the front lines. Reports indicate that Russian forces are concentrating troops in the Sumy direction, while intensifying offensive operations in the Zaporizhia region. In Donetsk Oblast, the RFAF is conducting heavy assault raids toward Dobropilya, Konstantinovka, Sloviansk, and Lyman, despite extremely harsh weather conditions. Unexpected developments in Kharkov. According to the Ryadovka channel, Russian forces have unexpectedly resumed active operations in the Veliki Burluk area on the Kharkov front. Russian troops have captured the village of Ambarnoye and are preparing to launch attacks on Chugunovka and Katnego. These advances pose a direct threat to command headquarters and key operational units of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, currently based in the administrative center of the Veliki Burluk district. Russia takes control of Prizhodnoye in Zaporizhia. According to ANA News, Russian forces are advancing west from Prizhodnoye toward Rozhdestvenskoye, using the area as a staging ground for further pushes south toward Vozdvizhevka and west toward Lyubitskoye. Ukrainian troops risk encirclement if they fail to withdraw north toward the Zaporizhia regional capital. Military Chronicles reports that Russian forces have cleared Pridorozhne, covering more than 5.5 square kilometers, and seized a section of the Ternovatoye to Rozhdestvenskoye highway. Meanwhile, Rybar states that Russian units are strengthening a bridgehead on the western bank of the Gaichur River, bringing the Russian armed forces closer to the Rozhdestvenskoye to Vozdvizhevka defensive line. Russia breaks through at the Miropolskoye axis in Sumy. Military Chronicles reports that on the Sumy front, Russian units have captured the strategic 210-meter high ground north of the Logvinovka ravine and established firm defensive positions inside the 34-square-kilometer Alexandria Nature Reserve. The Miropole and Zapsely areas are now under Russia's direct fire control. The RFAF is expected to advance along southern Miropole routes and launch a full assault with support from rocket artillery, tactical aircraft, and UAVs from the Rubicon Center. Ukraine launches resilient counterattacks. According to the Voenkour-Kotonok channel, Ukrainian forces are conducting determined counterattacks from high ground west and northwest of Maiskoye, Vyrolyubovka, Privolye, Minkovka, and Novomarkovo. In the Minkovka-Golubovka area, the AFU is attempting to maneuver through the Minkovka forest. Ukrainian troops continue to hold key strategic heights to the west and north of the Ray-Alexandrovka ridgeline, behind Hill 202.6, as well as positions in the northeast, while retaining control over most of the Sorochi forest. Russia makes new gains. Near Konstantinovka, Moscow continues its push toward Konstantinovka, securing gains both on the outskirts and further south, as Ukrainian forces gradually lose ground along the city's approaches. Russian assault units have captured the Metallurg residential area, expanding control north of the T-0504 highway. The area borders a chain of Ukrainian strongpoints with relatively high troop concentrations, which the AFU is expected to defend in order to retain control of Krasna and positions on the western outskirts of Chasiv Yar. According to Suryak maps, on the Ilyanovskaya and Konstantinovka fronts, Russian forces have recaptured a series of trenches along the H-32 road, pushed Ukrainian troops out of most resort facilities in Metallurg, and disrupted supply routes to isolated Ukrainian units in Predtekine. These developments show how rapidly the situation on the ground is evolving. As fighting intensifies across multiple fronts, the coming days could prove critical. We will continue to monitor the situation and bring you the latest updates.